Despite being the owner of Tesla, one of the world's leading automotive brands, Elon Musk has several notable cars from other brands in his car collection. Although some of these cars have either been auctioned, sold, or are now classic vintages parked in his garage, it still doesn't hide the fact that Elon has always been a lover of unique rides even before he founded Tesla. The new owner of Twitter has some pretty good taste, and being the richest man in the world has given him the privilege to be able to acquire any car of his choice. Coming from a humble background, you'd think that Elon's taste in cars wouldn't measure up, but Musk's taste might surprise you since he doesn't just own electric or eco-friendly options. Today, we are going to take a peek at Elon Musk's insane car collection. Number 1. 1978 BMW 320i, $1,400. This was the first car ever owned by Elon in his striving days for success. He bagged this car for the sum of $1,400. Even though this car is not as fancy as the rest of his collection, it was what the young entrepreneur could afford at the time. This car has a top speed of 180 kilometers per hour. Sadly, the car was crashed by an intern for Musk's first company, Zip2, and the wheels fell off. After this incident, he had no choice but to let go of the car. Number 2. 1967 Jaguar E-Type, $40,000. After receiving his first paycheck from selling his first company, Zip2, he decided to treat himself to a brand new car for $40,000. It happens to be that Musk fell in love with the Jaguar E-Type when he first laid eyes on one at the young age of 17, and it became his dream car and was determined to buy one if he could ever afford it, which of course he did, and at a rather early point. However, an unfortunate event happened as the car broke down on the way home from the dealership and has been likened to a bad girlfriend by Musk. Number 3. 1997 McLaren F1, $815,000. The McLaren F1 was the first supercar owned by Elon Musk, and he happened to be one of the lucky champs to take delivery of what was at the time the fastest production car in the world. With only 106 McLaren F1s built worldwide, Elon Musk was the 67th buyer of the car and was able to buy one of the 7 cars imported into the United States for the whopping sum of $815,000. The top speed of this car is 386 kilometers per hour. It's no surprise that Musk was able to afford this car as he was already a rising star in Silicon Valley, having sold his first company for big bucks and having just launched PayPal. To celebrate his wins, he bought himself a McLaren F1. The car unfortunately suffered serious damage and spun after driving at a high rate of speed, and the sad part of the accident was the fact that the car wasn't even insured. Thank God he was left unscathed. Number 4. 2006 HAMANN BMW M5, $103,500. Purchased by Elon Musk in 2007 for a sum of $103,500, you would say the entrepreneur has a need for speed. The HAMANN BMW M5 is a modified sports car. The car is powered by a 5-liter V10 engine. The top speed of the car is 326 kilometers per hour. Aside from Elon's love for fast cars, it seems he also has a thing for BMWs since he owns more than one. However, that point of reason might not be valid as pretty much anyone would be impressed by this M5 tuned by HAMANN, which squeezed a monstrous 603 horsepower, a feat that was impressive back when the car was new. Number 5. 2008 Tesla Roadster, $98,950. The Tesla Roadster was the first electric car launched by Tesla in 2008, and being the owner of Tesla, Elon was the first person to buy this car for $98,950. The car was able to reach speeds of 0 to 100 miles per hour in just 3.7 seconds. The range of this car was 365 kilometers. After having his fill of the amazing features of the car, in February 2018, the car was deployed into space from the SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket with Starman sitting inside. And it seems the electric car and its driver are still spinning around the planet today, making for some interesting space junk. Number 6. 1976 Lotus ESPRIT Wet Nelly, $920,000. Being a fan of 007, Elon became enamored with the 1976 Lotus ESPRIT, aka Wet Nelly, after it was driven by Bond in the movie The Spy Who Loved Me. Immediately after the car was set to be auctioned in 2013, Musk used a representative to bid on it at auction, winning with a bid of almost $1 million. Musk, however, was disappointed that his childhood fantasy wasn't what it seemed. The British sports car, which transformed into a submarine in the movie, couldn't drive underwater. After realizing that the filmmakers had to build an ESPRIT without wheels and other modifications for the underwater shots, he decided to do it in a Tesla style and modified it to do exactly what he wanted. Number 7. 2012 Porsche 911 Turbo, $154,710. This two-seater sports car has reportedly stolen Musk's heart. It is said that Musk has admitted he loves the Porsche 911 and considers it to be one of his favorite cars of all time. The Porsche 911 has a top speed of 315 kilometers per hour and can accelerate from 0 to 100 miles per hour in 3.2 seconds. We are not so sure the German automaker feels the same admiration Elon has towards it, because Porsche has tried aiming at Tesla with the Taycan electric car. Whether Porsche reciprocates the same love or not, the man remains a fan of the Turbo, which he got for the sum of $154,710 and is one of the most potent 911 models available in any given generation. Number 8. Ford Model T, $850. It seems that Musk's friends know him too well, as this was gifted to him by a friend. The car was priced at $850 when it was released, and in as much as it seems to come to us as a surprise to see a classic like the Ford Model T, aka Tin Lizzie, which is one of the most influential cars of the 20th century, in Musk's collection, we cannot help but think about the similarities between the developer of the car, Henry Ford, and Elon Musk himself. What the two have in common is the man we think will revolutionize how humans travel owns a car by a man who also revolutionized personal transportation in his day. I can't help but point out how appropriate this gift is. Number 9. Tesla Model X, $94,990. As a father of 7, it's no surprise that Musk built this car with his kids in mind. The car looks like a big SUV and accelerates from 0 to 100 miles per hour in 6 seconds and has a top speed of 210 kilometers per hour. The car has a starting price of $94,990. It has spectacular gull-wing doors that would solve the problem of crowded school car parks. Musk has also said that he likes this car and considers it to be one of his favorites, being a family man. We only hope that it has a third row option in there, otherwise not everyone would fit, and we certainly do not want anyone to be left behind. Number 10. Tesla Cybertruck, $69,000. I think out of all the cars made by Tesla, this is the one with the most controversial design that I find attractive. And what better person to own this funky pickup if not Musk himself? According to Musk, the design of the Cybertruck was inspired by Blade Runner and the Lotus ESPRIT driven by James Bond in The Spy Who Loved Me, which doubled as a submarine. This car has a built-in bed ramp, a range of 800 kilometers, a top speed of 193 miles per hour, and other interesting features. This masterpiece can be bought at the price of $69,000. This wraps up the list of the cars that make up Elon Musk's insane car collection. Feel free to let me know the car which you didn't expect this tech guru to have. Mine is the 1920 Ford Model T. Let me know what yours is in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.